Time isn't the main thing. It's the only thing. Hey there. How's it going? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So what are we looking at tonight with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? Down just a little bit, holding on to the 8,300, which if you do technical analysis is that line that people are saying that we want to hold if we're in a bull market, right? Are we going to slide down any lower? People are saying possibly $7,000. That's kind of hooey right now at the moment. Right now, we're looking at 2020. We're still in the beginning of the year. The price has been going upwards so far. We have a lot of momentum. Everyone's feeling like things are about to pop off. They're not quite sure why. They're pointing at different things like the halvening. They're pointing at some of the BIPs that are coming up with Snore and Taproot and Mass. They're sitting there and they're looking at adoption, saying that, hey, what's going on with Jack Dorsey and these Lightning tools? It could be a big boost for Bitcoin because it's all about getting the word of Bitcoin out there and the idea that there's this alternative currency where you don't have to trust in any of that politics and government and people, right? Because you can't trust people at the end of the day. They say blood's thicker than water. They say your best friend is more like your family. But at the end of the day, it's kind of hard to count on anyone else besides yourself. And maybe we can count on our co-host, Sammy, over here.
Good evening, everyone.
Oh, I threw you in there real quick. How'd you like that?
Yeah, you did. It's cool. I can either be introduced or not because I don't shut up. So, I'd still talk.
Right. Eventually, at some point, Sammy
point.
would just break out in commentary in the background and start telling us her opinions on Bitcoin and how the price doesn't matter. And she just wants to be part of this revolution.
We have people. What?
We have people hanging out with us.
We do have some people.
And I've ranted on long enough where everybody has come out of the shadows. They went ahead, checked in the chat, told us that they're here, pounded the like button, shared this out so that we can get a large group going tonight. Because talking about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies and all of the stuff that we do here in this space, that is the greatest way to spread adoption, right? Fiat cash is failing everyone but the 1%, right? So let's just talk about it. And at some point, everyone will get the idea. All right. What do we got going on over there, Sam?
Bitcoin and the boys is first.
Bitcoin and the boys. Nice.
Split screen UFC fight on mute and Bitcoin and coffee. What a time to be alive.
Well, I appreciate the split screen.
Just learn Bitcoin.com. Daniel, hola, huddlers.
Daniel, my friend, I am so glad that you're still here around the space as we see so many people that were here in the 2017 run-up have washed up, gone away. They're no longer here because they're not capable of making $1, right? But
yeah.
Daniel's here.
Because he's a smart man.
The true revolutionaries.
There is quite a few.
You guys got to go check out his website.
Yes.
Like I'm saying here, Daniel's a true OG. He's been here since the beginning. He
actually does
fighting a good fight.
Stuff for,
right?
Yes, he can actually help people. Okay, like you have skills, skills that others don't have. BTC Moon Guy is here. He says, "Huddle for glory."
All right. I'm glad that you're here, my friend.
Oh, Stephen McCoy is here.
Stephen McCoy.
Hi to us.
Awesome.
Oh, Stephen McCoy also says that he would like to know what the difference is between proof of work and proof of stake.
Proof of work means that right now, we're talking proof of work with Bitcoin. It's all those ASIC miners that are out there that are running, trying to prove mathematical problems to get the hash, right? To guess at what the next hash is so they can be the ones to pick the transactions that are put into the block. Proof of stake is a situation where you have to have a certain amount of this cryptocurrency and then you take it and you lock it up in some sort of a contract or a smart node or whatever, Oracle, or they come up with all kinds of different words for what it is. But it's that you take your currency and you lock it up. And that means that whatever program is running, you're using your currency to back the transactions and validate it.
Why, thank you. Daniel's been here since 2011. Are you kidding me?
Daniel.
Man.
You should be a world traveler, my friend.
What? Bitcoin Jake is here. Hi.
Bitcoin Jake, my friend. I'm glad that you could make it. I got a little bit of news.
He says he's releasing one of his projects tomorrow. That he's excited. Oh, I'm excited for you.
I'm excited too, my friend. All right, you guys have to go follow Bitcoin Jake, of course. You see him as moderators in everyone else's chat.
Everybody's. He's besties with a lot of big peoples.
So, little bit of news all over the place today, right? People, like I was saying in the beginning of the video, trying to pinpoint what they think the exact reason for the run up in Bitcoin is going to be, right? And I've heard lots of different things now. From it's just going to be DeFi, you know, on Ethereum, to, you know, the halvening, to, you know, the BIPs that are coming up. So as we see things like Trevon James.
Oh my God. I thought he got incarcerated.
Nope, the IRS is coming after him, but he's hanging out with our other buddy. You know who our other buddy is? Do you remember?
Is it the Craig Grant?
No, not Craig Grant. Our new friend with Hex.
Oh, dear God, Richard Hartnett?
Yeah.
No.
Hanging out with Richard Hart.
Well, that makes sense. I mean, why not?
They're paired up together.
I wonder if he'll sit on the throne chair. Yeah. Just saying.
I mean, Trevon James has been in the space for a long time, real OG. But I mean, definitely every Ponzi there was, he was been a part
real
of it.
Shady OG,
right?
Yes.
I mean, I say the most cleanest thing he was ever a part of was the Bitcoin faucet with the high low.
Oh, right. I mean, yeah, it was gambly, but at least it wasn't even like
provably fair.
Oh, yeah. Provably. Mm-hmm.
But I thought that was funny, you know, that he's still in the space. I guess you're gonna keep at it, right?
Oh,
I don't subscribe to him. I actually went through the other day and was looking at my subscription list of all the people that I had subscribed to that no longer seem to produce videos, and then the ones that do produce videos, and then half of them have changed topics, right? We were noticing that.
Yeah.
And then the ones that are still producing videos, we don't watch them. It's like, why are you even on my list anymore?
I know I had a lot of love for James Bond, and it got real hard when he started doing just the little GoPro. Like, it was like, dude.
I know, and you're still gonna see his face, but
no, but it was just it. I had no interest in that. It was like, man, we had an interest with at least crypto, and now, yeah, no. All right, so where are we at? Okay, Stephen McCoy says, thanks. Zaza is here. Josh is here. He says, Taproot and Schnorr. I love Schnorr. Signatures increase transactions per second. Do you know how much?
How much of an increase?
Yes.
I am not exactly sure how much of an increase, because I know that with Mass, it's going to allow you to put transactions inside of transactions. And that's what they're saying, is that coupled with Snore is going to make it pretty much impossible. And that's going to bring fungibility back to Bitcoin, at least on the base layer. It's just, okay, so here we are, right? We're all smart. We're in Bitcoin. You know, we're all rooting along. That's why we kind of got out of hand in 2017, because it was possible ETF, right? Yeah. And we really hadn't had much intersection with traditional markets. So we were thinking, yes, here we go. It's happening, right? And we go and we pump the price up as all these new people come flooding in. What is it going to be this time? Right, because we got to get new money in somewhere, and it's not, you know, we see if traditional markets are here or not here, then they're kind of just toying around. They're not pumping this stuff up to $1 trillion market overnight, right? So, is it going to be the halvening, or is it going to be these BIPs? You know, is it going to be the fact that once again here we are on the cusp of adding more to the protocol? Because
it's not extensions, but it's like, you know, but yes.
Improvement, upgrades.
I mean, bits, but whatever. Okay, so okay. Oh, Bitcoin Jake. Okay, he says open source Bitcoin Minecraft treasure hunt plugin, 100% on chain. What? That's your thingy? What?
Minecraft plugin.
Treasure hunt. What?
I don't play Minecraft.
Oh, shut up. It's because you're old.
Because I'm old.
I know. What? And Bitcoin Jake says he has a mod on Trevon's channel still. Daniel says Trevon James, aka Trevon Brown. And Bitcoin Jake says that he still subs to him. It's a good way to know what to stay away from.
Yeah, see, remember, that's how because we had still followed him for a while, and I don't remember what it was. It was that thing where you went and you you put money in it. Remember? And it
Oh
was,
God, yes.
and if it went so long without someone else putting money in it, then it paid out or
Yes,
whatever
it
it was.
I mean, it was literally like the pot or whatever. You know, like like how it's like the. I mean, the football fantasy, the anything. It's like once nobody put it in, then the last person was the one who got the pot of. I mean,
I don't know. I guess it's maybe that like over the last 3 days or something, the enthusiasm's been positive in the market as we came back down a little bit. Things got realistic. And I'm sitting here and I'm looking across the horizon and I'm trying to see who's still here from the cryptocurrency old days, right? And the battlefield's looking pretty sparse.
And then I mean, we have changed a lot too since the very first. I mean, but then like
That's
the few people that are here, that are still here, they have, I mean, everybody is different now because Thomas,
time changes everything.
I mean, Thomas doesn't really do mad Bitcoins that much anymore.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And that was the funniest part of him. Omar isn't a waiter anymore.
But he's been back because I've seen the World Crypto Network doing some shows.
I think it's like every like 5th or 6th one of it, like the World Crypto, like he does one. Because it is not as often.
Yes.
I mean, Omar isn't a waiter anymore. I'm trying to think. I mean, there's the people that are still here aren't even the same. Like, it's not even the same. I don't know. We're not the same, I guess, either.
The two twins.
Oh,
hilarious.
The crypto twins.
Yes, the crypto twins. Hilarious. Those guys had me rolling all the time. I looked forward to their videos.
Oh, they were hilarious. Okay, so where are we at? Zaza says, Car H is watching too. She says, hi. Hi, Car. All right. Bitcoin and the boys. The bear market was the perfect time to curate your Twitter and YouTube feeds. Rye is here. He says, hi.
Hey, buddy.
Just Daniel says, proof of Trevon James scam.
Well, I mean, if we're going to be talking about scams, we got Ripple coming out with their IPO. So, I mean, I've never been a super big fan, even though, I guess if I had bought Ripple instead of Bitcoin and dumped it at $3 at the peak, I would have been richer than I am.
Well, yeah.
Well, I mean, considering I'm not rich.
Dude, we could have done so many different things and we would have been richer than we are now, but whatever.
I mean, a lot of people are talking about it. I don't know. I mean, I don't really know what to say because there's no such thing as the right words about when it comes to this situation. Ripple has been here, and that's the problem. Is they are an OG. They've been here before Ethereum. They are like the second or third cryptocurrency in existence. They're still here. They're still trucking along. All of the bad stuff that you can say about them along the way has not stopped it because they still have the XRP army, and they are out there in droves. For some reason, I always just picture the one with the guy that got the chainsaw for the arm.
Oh, God.
And the first video, and the first one when he goes back in time and they got the army of the undead and they got all
the Evil Dead or whatever. Yeah.
The Evil Dead.
Oh, God, the army of the Evil Dead. I don't even know.
They got the clay animation.
Dude,
I just pictured the XRP army like that. They're just coming out of nowhere, It's like, where did these guys show up from? And it's like, oh. Yeah, all right, we got it. XRP, the banks, yes. It's going to take over.
Okay, it's thin air, right? Whatever.
Right, instead of the zombies that attack, they'll be more like how it was in What We Do in the Shadows, the second season, how they had the vampire that sucked your emotions by talking you to death.
The emotional sucker.
The emotional sucker. It'll be the emotional sucker XRP army. They're just going to talk you to death.
You're like, oh my God, fine.
We'll buy $10.
No. Fine. Use your blockchain.
That is not
whatever.
Anybody out there who has been plaguing me.
No. Okay, so where are we at? Oh, Bitcoin Jake says that the twins now do political videos. That is ridiculous.
Did they get another channel? Because I don't remember unsubscribing from them. I don't know. YouTube shuts that stuff off, though.
That's true, especially if you don't. It kind of just is like, oh, well, you haven't clicked on this in a while. Let's just, whoops. I mean, I don't know because I forget what their real names were, which would probably help because they weren't crypto twins. That was not what was put on their birth certificate. And I mean, they said it a whole bunch of times at the end of each one of their shows. They had their little comedy stuff that said their names, and yet no, still not coming to me. Nah. All right, Rye apparently what? We got 3 people all
All
like
right.
together. Okay, so Rye, who said hi earlier, is actually apparently say he's with Zaza and Car all
All
together.
right.
3 people in the same spot, all watching us. What?
You know they don't have
That's
our
like
internet.
That's like a viewing party, right? Like, yeah, what?
Yeah, we'd be all glitchy.
Oh my dear God, I know. Wag. Okay, where am I at? Bitcoin invoices. The Vlad Costa was the Twitch playing Lightning games to earn Satoshis on. The Twitchness. Search username. Bitcoin takeover. All right. Okay. So I probably completely horrified that. Just read Bitcoin and the boysness. And if you do Twitchness, because I know our kid does, I mean, I don't care. All right.
The last video game I think I played was like what? Final Fantasy.
I don't even know. 14, 17, 12.
Yeah, the
I
one
don't
with
even
Cloud.
Oh, the one with the girl with the pink hair.
The one where you race the chocobos.
Yes.
It was on the PlayStation. I mean, come on.
I don't know, man. I haven't played a day. Okay,
It was Final Fantasy 13, right?
I played Viva La Pinata when our son
Oh yeah,
was
I
like
remember we played that
8.
for a little bit.
So that was the last thing, and he just turned 18. So
Right.
that's the last video game I
don't
played.
know. There's always too much important stuff to do to sit around and play video games. As soon as I start playing a video game, it's like, don't I have to do something? Shouldn't I be doing this? Can't I be learning or better educating myself on something?
See, okay, so Bitcoin Jake knows what Bitcoin and the boys is talking about because he said that he saw the Vlad tweet earlier. Okay, so see, yes, it's just me. It's just me. All right. Daniel says the bear market weeds out the scammers in Bitcoin and the people that were in it for the money and never really cared about Bitcoin. I know.
I mean, that's good when we need good fighters, right? We need good people to represent Bitcoin to go out because it's, you know what I mean? It's going to take one of us to turn on 5 other people. But eventually the problem is that we have to get a majority of the world incorporated in Bitcoin, or we need to integrate it into the background of everything out there. This is going to take time. This is going to take persuasion, right? And there's multiple ways that this can happen. I mean, a lot of people like to point to gloom and doom. And of course, that's one way. But the other way is radical innovation, right? Making the technology so disruptive, right? And overwhelming that you can't say no to it. You know what I mean? When we start to, just like I don't remember who it was that they were talking about the difference between the DeFi tools and traditional financial tools. I think it might have been even Omar like this morning or the other day, where he was saying that when, you know,
I don't remember.
When you're just a regular young person at home and you got a little bit of extra money, you want to go invest. Well, I mean, going and buying stocks and all of this other stuff, it's a lot more complicated than it is to just be able to get your hands involved in crypto. And then now all of these tools that they're inventing on top of Ethereum, it becomes even easier to start doing different things, right? Well, it seems like a lot of people, they don't even have the basic understanding of bills and debt and credit, let alone going the next mile and, you know, interest.
It's like learning like dividing and multiplying before the adding and subtracting part. It's like if you don't have that down, well, let's just see how that works. And I was just realizing I probably didn't watch it if it was this morning because I slept in an hour and a half longer than he did. What? Yeah, I was so happy. Okay.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, uneducation does seem like the biggest barrier. You know, that nobody seems to be educated really on what money is, how it works, why they don't ever seem to have enough, and why they're going to spend most of their life struggling to get it. Stephen
McCoy says, if a person can get 1 Bitcoin, they might be in a great shape one day, not financial advice.
I mean, you know what? You should get 1 Bitcoin, and it is financial advice. You know, I mean, I'm not saying that it's going to be the greatest financial advice because there might be moments where you're stressed out and are thinking, man, what the hell did I do? But there's going to be other moments that I can promise you where you're going to be like, yes, I knew it. I told everybody because I've been there on both ends of that fence because you know what? I bought
a Bitcoin. Daniel says that's why we got to whack them in the head, XRP zombie horde. See? He agrees with you. Apparently, sometimes you do have to whack them in the head. I don't know.
Well, we got Coinbase.
Handy Rams is here. Sorry. He
Nice.
also apparently has his chart out. So if anybody wants to go find out what, he's TNAing or whatever.
Yeah,
there
I
we go.
mean, technical analysis is great if you're trying to trade, right? And if you're trying to make those short trades with leverage and all of that kind of stuff, anything to give you the upper hand is a good thing, right? Because 90% of the people out there can't do it.
And Daniel got a new convert 2 days ago. What?
Ooh.
Yes, bring them into the group.
Well, new people in the group, cryptocurrency. How do you hold them? How do you hold your Bitcoin, right? That's the next conversation. I know, it seems like there's a party down the road here.
There does.
Coinbase is about to come up on holding 1 million Bitcoins.
That's not super cool.
And that is, of course, our initial knee-jerk reaction is, oh, Coinbase has 1 million Bitcoin. And
That's a lot of them.
Then it's also,
but
Peter Schiff is losing Bitcoin. I'd rather have Coinbase holding on to it, kind of. They're not going to lose it.
God help me.
We need better technology. We need better integration of Bitcoin into maybe a second-tier solution or something. I don't know, something smarter than me, where you can't lose it, right? That is a problem. That is still a problem. It's still going to be a problem, is that we need the, I don't know, idiot, right? The complete dum-dum not to be able to sabotage the financial industry by throwing their Bitcoin in the trash.
The Peter Schiffs of the world do not devastatingly, wastefully burn Bitcoin.
You could always go, let's, say a day in the future, every nation has Bitcoin, one world currency, and then all of a sudden people get mad and they start bombing the crap out of each other, and next thing you know, there's tons of Bitcoin missing.
Right, we go to like 2 million. Like, wait, what? What? So we're breaking off millions of a Satoshi, right? Yeah.
But so this just goes to lead that there are still problems in Bitcoin. There's always going to be problems in Bitcoin as we take one down and we start looking at, putting fungibility in on the on the base layer with these new BIPs. As we look forward here in 2020, we are still looking at problems of centralization of the holding of Bitcoin. Because people are not capable, they're too lazy, they don't understand, they don't have enough tech savvy, they're afraid to, because of the personal responsibility that comes along with the monetary sovereignty of being responsible and holding your own Bitcoin, either for short term in a hot wallet or long term in some sort of cold wallet, and then going along with it and validating your own transactions by running the node. It gets to be a lot, especially when you're, overworked, right? 50 hours a week, underpaid, trying to take care of your family, eating the wrong foods because you can't focus on your health, right? All of these things are compound on top of you, making it so that you don't have the ability to, do the extra things. It takes a lot of energy. You have to do 110%. It
takes a lot of energy to think about the future.
Well, no, it takes a lot of energy to be able to think, okay, I'm going to do more than I did yesterday because I'm going to have a better tomorrow. Right? How do you constantly do better than you did the day before? Well, that's not easy. You have to do lots of discipline, right? And the way that you take care of your body and stuff like that, it plays a role in it. You go drinking the night before, you're not doing more than you did the day before the next day. You're waking up with a hangover and nursing your health half the day.
Okay.
I don't know how we got off on this topic.
David McCoy says that he holds, and then he's seen super wild swings. I'm not bothered by the dips anymore. BTC Moon Guy says, Casa multi-sig for the win. Daniel says Iran is using Bitcoin apparently to get around U.S. sanctions. It's getting real. A nation state using Bitcoin.
I see that local Bitcoins, one of the ways that we all used to gauge adoption, interaction, right? Shutting down Bitcoin accounts. And a lot of them over in the Middle East. Iran was one of the first ones. You're in Iran, you got a local Bitcoins account. It's closed right now. You go to check that shit out today, done. No access.
Stephen McCoy says, it's like your car. If you don't have your car keys, someone will steal it. Right?
Yeah, especially if you're like you leave your keys in the car, right?
Oh, really? Like,
I see
know.
people run into the gas station all the time and leave their keys in, and it's like if I was a homeless person and I had nothing to
I read
lose.
articles all the time about how like babies and dogs and whatnots were in the back seat and stolen with the vehicle that was left running as someone just ran in real quick.
I don't know. I mean, sometimes you hear all those stories, right? And it just seems so crazy from your normal life. And it's like, but then at the same time, it's like, you're always a victim of your own circumstance sometime. You know, you kind of always did a little something to put yourself there. You know, I'm not going to be somewhere where someone's going to be pulling a gun out and shooting because, you know, I don't hang out in those places.
It's going to be that GPS really had to
Yeah,
have screwed
GPS
me.
screwed me bad.
I mean, the worst that we have around our area is that GPS likes to say that there's roads when there are no roads. That's always fun. Where it's like, no, that is a trail. It does not have a name. Bitcoin and the boy says people that don't educate themselves about Bitcoin will be taken advantage of.
Well, I mean, they will when it's in this state of in between, right? Because eventually Bitcoin will just be integrated into the back end of everything, right? And we'll be all functioning on some third and fourth layer. But between now and then, as people are trying to figure it out and they're trying to become part of this market, because, you know, there isn't the barrier, right? Anybody can become part of Bitcoin. There will be the people that are in Bitcoin that are using the pumps to lure in people and then mislead them. And that's human nature, is that there's always these bad players, there's always these bad actors. It's just, it's our job as good players and good actors to really, like, I guess I did it as well. We all took a back seat and kind of let the bad players, you know, do their thing. When we should have been, Ken Bozak was one of the first ones, right, out there calling them out, preaching, scammer. Well, now we're all saying scammer about everything.
It's like you're a scammer until proven otherwise. Like,
so maybe at least sticks around a little bit. Maybe it'll hold on long enough till we can get into a better footing where there is less scams or less ways to get scammed because the technology and the smart contracts have been better developed. Because, I mean, I've heard of, they've started developing ICOs where if they don't reach certain qualifications and this and that, it trades back. You know, so it's just, who knows what there's going to be, but there will be ways to make this fair, to make this even, to make it not a scam.
Bitcoin and the boy says if they use third-party custodial services, they will be taken advantage. See, that's okay. Like, there's only a few, like, okay, what bothers me more about the Peter Schiffness is that was like stuff that people gave him. That just pisses me off even more. It's like, how did you lose a bunch of people's presents? Like, really? Like, dude, like, you just didn't care at all? Like, at all? But okay, besides that, it's like, yes, it's gonna suck, but then I also realize, I mean, I am out in the world almost every day, and there is so many people that do not have the capability, like, probably ever in their entire lifetime of being able to functionally use Bitcoin just because they are the way they are.
Yeah, I mean,
and yet they still need to be using Bitcoin. They still need to be using cryptocurrency, and that's like the loop rabbit hole ofness is that all I can come back to is like third party custodialness, and that it's like, but that's not the answer. But I don't know how to get people that are not going to grasp this to be like able to, like, what, Bitcoin boot camp? I mean, like, what?
It's better technology, right? It's that the technology improves so much that the graphic user interface it's as easy to use as breathing. You know, just like how you pick up your phone and you know that the telephone is the call button and that little blue bubble is a text message, right? And you know that the wheel that's a gear is the setting. Well, why is this? You know, 20 years ago, you would have shown someone a gear, they would have been like, what broke?
You got a watch? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just, yes, I don't see any other way around this little conundrum besides a third party, but I know it's not good. That is not good. That is
Well,
literally.
I mean, that's why it's shades of gray. Between now and then, there's going to be everything under the sun is tried, right? Until we can get to a place that's better. Because, I mean, this is all about the revolution. This is all about down with the dollar. This is all about making money equal so that everybody can live a better life where they're not enslaved to this fiat cash that oppresses us. You know, it seems like you go and you do stuff, you buy things, and the ripple effect of it is unknown, right? You know, buying paper is killing trees in the rainforest, right? Well, spending dollar bills, what is that doing to your life? What does it mean if when you swipe your credit card, you don't even think anything of it? You know, oh, I'm supposed to, I got to pay the electric bill. I got to buy this. I have to have. Well, what you have to have is you just have to have made some more debt. Now you just signed up for more slavery. That's why it didn't cost you anything to spend it. That's why it was so convenient, because you're selling your life. And that's precious. So the price of a Bitcoin transaction, the price of waiting for advancement, is it really all that much when you're talking about your life?
Stephen McCoy says, I helped a friend get into Bitcoin. He's computer smart. I'm not. We stayed up till 4 a.m. lots of mornings watching YouTube videos on Trezors. He finally got it and taught me. Yeah, I feel you, bro. That's how this works on this scenario. Okay,
I mean,
like
it
I was
does
like, yeah,
just
yeah,
take
I
time.
get you.
It does take time, because I mean, it's just like learning math. You know, eventually you will understand why 1 + 1 = 2 and why 10 divided by 2 is 5. Eventually, after listening to
And these
mathematics
things are
and logic,
undeniable. Yes.
right? After you listen to logic long enough, you understand that it makes sense and there's reasons for it.
I mean, I actually was, I believe, yes, I was the one that was like, oh, what's this documentary? And then we watched it. Yeah. And I mean,
it's getting cold out here
it
now.
is just a little. Just a little. It's dropped to like 52 or something.
No, it's supposed to be 38 tonight.
Yeah, but it's not there yet. It's not there yet.
All right. Well, what do we got going on in the chat? We should probably start
Nothing. We're
wrapping
good.
this up a little bit.
We are good.
If there's anything you guys want to talk about, please go ahead, comment in the chat. Let me know what you got going on. Other than that, I'm probably going to start wrapping up this episode.
Eugene's cold.
But I do appreciate you guys coming and hanging out. It means a lot to both of us. I mean, this is the best part of our life, is that we get to get out here on the internet. We get to take part in this revolution. Like I say over and over again, we're not for profit. None of the money that comes out of AdSense or anything goes in our pocket. We just want to get out here and fight the good fight. We think that the dollar's messed up. We don't think it's helping anybody. We think that Bitcoin and Plan B is the future. We're getting ready to possibly put up a Bitcoin address to start raising some funds. We're looking towards getting out to one event at the end of this year, at the beginning of September. No, end of September. Beginning of
Are
October.
we talking about Wakan?
Yeah.
It would be the beginning of October.
All right, beginning of October. Getting out there at the beginning of October and passing out Bitcoin flyers. We definitely want to get some more people on board with it this time around to help us make out the brochure. There we go. Make out the brochure. Possibly come with us. I mean, hey, are you in Arkansas? Are you nearby? Do you like EDM? Do you like Bitcoin and
Florida
coffee
and Arkansas?
Yeah, we'll come pick you up on the way.
Come on.
All right. You've got anything going on in the chat? Did anybody have any last questions? Anything that you guys wanted to talk about before we go ahead and close this down for this evening?
All right. Steven said, one day they may simplify it. When I got started, Coinbase is how you got in, and it was easy. Me too, bro. Mm-hmm. All right. Bitcoin of the boy says, how many people are still waiting for their Mt. Gox coins? Oh, dear God. And the pothead is here.
Right. I remember when everyone was worried about everyone getting their Mt. Gox coins and they were going to dump it on the market.
And what kind of amount? Oh, what dollar value was it? Is it going to be back then or the now or what?
No, they thought they were going to get their coins and they were going to dump them on the market by now. And then when the news had come out, it had suppressed the price of Bitcoin because in the future they were going to dump.
Because in the future. People.
You got to love a speculative asset. Hey, the future's bright. Bitcoin's going to be part of it. It's undeniable. So just get a little, tuck it under your pillow, sit back, enjoy the ride, figure out a way to make the 9 to 5 go by faster, enjoy your family, love one another, and remember to keep that Bitcoin safe, you guys. Take it easy. Have a good one. And I'm glad that you guys could make it out here this evening. It always means so much to us. Later.
Bye, guys. There you go.